Hey, it's Elgin Walker, Elgin Pilar Walker Team, eXp Realty. Hey, we're going to talk real quick about certain costs that buyers have to purchase a home, right? What are you actually looking at? When somebody says buy a home, what does that mean? And how much is it going to cost me? And those types of things. So we're going to go a general idea that you can have as you're looking to purchase a property. So needless to say, the first thing is a down payment. Now, there are loans available to where you have down payment assistance. There are loans, particularly there's one out right now that's become pretty popular, a Cal FHA loan, which is really that's just come to the market. Typically, though, you'll see most of the scales when they start talking to you about down payments is you need 20% down. I'm here to tell you that, especially if you're a first-time buyer, that's not the case. You don't have to be a first-time buyer either, but there are many loan programs that are available for you. One of the most popular ones is FHA, and that's 3.5% down the majority of the time. There's VA loans, of course, that you can come in with no money down. And there are conventional loans where it's 3 and 5% down. A lot of this depends upon your credit and what you qualify for and the loan company that you're going forward with, right? And so those are some options. So typically, you are probably realistically going to be needing between like 3.5% up to 20%, and that really just kind of depends upon your qualifications, your credit, and how much you want your monthly payment to be. But you do not have to save 20% and have 20% down to purchase a home. And I would advise you that you should look at your options to get into home ownership as quickly as you can. Because the truth of the matter is, the only thing that really matters is the monthly obligation. If you can pay the monthly obligation when you qualify, that's the same as paying rent. You're not going to pay for rent more than what you can afford. So you're going to pay to purchase a home. What you're paying per month is what you can afford. So even might be less than what you quote unquote qualify for, but you want it to be affordable for you. If at all possible, you don't want to live just to pay a house. So, and that's coming from a realtor who's done that. And I will tell you, it's not fun, right? Closing costs. You're going to have closing costs. You're going to have fees that are associated with actually getting the home. You're going to have an escrow fee. You're going to have a title insurance fee. Your biggest fees, though, when you're purchasing a home are going to be associated with your loan itself. You'll have discount points. You'll have a loan origination fee. A lot of that stuff varies based upon the type of loan you get. Your loan origination fee is typically 1% of what the loan is. The points generally somewhere around one and a half, 2 points now. You know, it used to be more than that. But you can pretty much give yourself a general idea of somewhere around 3% of your purchase price total, somewhere in that ballpark, depending upon the loan you're getting, are going to be closing costs that you will pay that really won't have anything to do with your other monies. Like other monies being your down payment and stuff. Now, there are situations to where there are programs that will possibly put some of the closing costs into your loan. There's some sellers, particularly in different markets and whatever's going on at the time, where you possibly can negotiate the seller to pay portions of your closing costs. There's some costs the seller's not allowed to pay, but that is a possible option. Home inspection. Now, here's the thing. Home inspections on the property are not required. But I personally, as a realtor, would tell you that you should have a home inspection on the property. I mean, if you're a flipper and you're buying a house to do that, and you're going to tear it down anyway or something like that, then maybe you don't want to spend the money for a home inspection. But I would tell you the majority of people, like myself, is included in that, is going to get a home inspection on the property. Now, a home inspection on the property does not mean that the seller is going to go through the home inspection report and fix everything in there. But you do want to know what you're facing. And you want to know if there are things that if the seller is not willing to fix, meaning you don't want to move forward with it and you want to do it as quickly as possible so that you don't hold up the seller in escrow and you're not spending additional monies yourself. So the home inspection is not a requirement, but you should definitely have one. If nothing else, for informational purposes only, so you can decide whether or not this is a property that you really want to move on with. Also, one quick thing to remember, that a home inspection fee is normally not refunded if you do not go forward with the transaction or you do not qualify. And it is an upfront fee. That fee is paid and due upon the inspector of your choice doing the home inspection. All right. Another cost that with your loan is whether or not the loan has, say, private mortgage insurance. You'll hear the term PMI. You hear a different term if you're buying FHA, but that is a cost. It's really, you want to know, and you'll talk to your loan officer about, because there is an upfront fee to that, but it's still included normally in that approximate 3%. But you will be paying that every month as well on your loan. You'll be paying mortgage insurance, and you'll be paying that until you have 20% equity in the property. So if you put in a loan, if you which is a good thing for some people, if you have the ability to do so, and you put 20% down, you can avoid the private mortgage insurance. And if you avoid the private mortgage insurance, obviously your monthly obligation will be a little bit less expensive. So just a couple of things that you really want to look at and know about when you're purchasing the property. You want to, obviously, you're going to have down payment, whatever that is. You're going to have your closing costs, and these are going to be things that you're going to pay up front. Property taxes. Your property taxes will be included in your monthly payment in most cases. If not, and you're getting a loan where you can pay them yourselves, you're going to know what they are, and you'll know when they're due, which they're due twice a year. You'll know that as well. Homeowners insurance. You will have to have homeowners insurance on the property. That's going to be part of your closing costs, but you're also going to pay that monthly. And the homeowners insurance that's normally required, at least again in the areas that I work, is just fire. If you want other insurances, for your content, for earthquake, for any of that type of stuff, those are additional costs to discuss with your insurance carrier. Private mortgage insurance. Oh, and by the way, if there is an HOA or mellow rules or things like that, those are fees that you'll pay as part of ownership of the home. If you have questions about some of these things, feel free to reach out to the Elgin and Plotwalker team. We hope that you subscribe, if you haven't already, to the channel, and we look forward to helping you in the future. And remember, no matter what you're going through in life, it's just a temporary condition, because things do change, and it truly is a great life. God bless.